I came down here to get custody of my child, who I am fighting full custody for.
If you stop smoking marijuana, you'd have money to do your drug testing.
I'm not going to stop smoking. I'm sorry. That is my medication. That is the only thing that helps me function. I have seizures.
Your
I
Honor,
have dropped
with her
seizures.
attitude in court, I'd be willing to change my recommendation to 10 days jail and discharge her.
I don't have an attitude. I'm down here working. I have a job. I have to go to work tomorrow.
You don't
I
have an
can't lose my
attitude?
job or I lose my son.
Oh, man. We have Miss Crowe with us. You are charged with a probation violation. The allegation made against you is that you were non-compliant with your probation in that you failed to complete the retail fraud class, the work camp days, to report for the month of July, pay fines and costs, and test as required. You have previously had a technical violation back in May, in that you failed to complete the economic crime class, 3 work camp days, and pay your fines and costs, and your probation was extended. The recommendation for today is that you extend probation 3 more months, do community service in place of the work camp due to moving downstate. Do you understand the nature of the allegation made against you?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the recommendation?
Yes, sir.
How do you want to resolve this matter?
I would like her to extend my probation just because I did move downstate. I do have a job, so I'm trying to pay everything off. I actually am sitting in the hospital right now. I had to have emergency surgery last night.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you gonna be all right?
I have a really big kidney stone that got really infected, so I almost became septic.
That's not good at all.
But I did move down here so I could at least work and try to pay everything off.
All right, the recommendation is not only that you pay stuff off, but that you do some community service work instead of the work camp days. So the work camp is typically here in Otsego County. Community service work could be at a nonprofit or a community service organization where you're living at, but it would need to be additional things to be done. Are you gonna be able to do that down there?
Yes, sir. There's actually a Salvation Army and a Goodwill down here that I could definitely volunteer at.
All right, you're gonna need to talk about that with your probation officer ahead of time.
No, sir, do I still have to drug test? Because there's no this substance abuse issue with my case at all.
Ms. Hill, what is your thought?
Your Honor, I leave that up to you. Miss Crowe has not done well on probation at all. She's not calling the testing line. She hasn't tested. The only reason she's getting another chance right now is because she called me, said she got a job and that she's doing better. This is her last shot. Her next time that she comes before you, I'm requesting jail.
Can I respond to that, Your Honor?
Yep.
I have been calling the testing line. I have been doing the testing line online every day. The reason why I have not been able to test is because it's $45 every time I test, and I owe the testing facilities almost $120. I'm not made of money. I pay my child support $300 a month. I have a $260 car payment and a $120 insurance payment. I am trying to get a place of my own, which is another $900. I'm not made of money. I do not have the money to test. But I have been calling the testing line. And on reporting this month, the reason why I missed reporting is because I was at work. I have been working my tail off. I called to report when I realized that I missed it.
Okay, Ms. Crowe, who made you do the retail fraud 3rd degree?
Nobody made me do it, Your Honor.
So you got yourself in this mess, right?
You're right. I was retarded. I should have known. I should have put it back. It was a big mistake. I have never stole anything else in my entire life.
Okay.
And I never will.
And good. I'm glad to hear that. As a result of that, Judge Cooper, back in October of last year, gave you a court order, which was to do certain things.
He
And
did. I understand.
you've not done those things. And so it's a little hard for me to understand why I should take things off of your plate that the judge ordered when you haven't done them.
I
And
understand that,
not,
but sir,
hey, I understand that life is hard sometimes and life is expensive sometimes.
but why am I being drug tested when there's no substance issue with my case whatsoever?
What kind of a store did you go into to steal from?
It was a sex shop, and I stole fuzzy handcuffs.
It says the Fantasies Smoke Shop.
It was a sex store, Your Honor. The smoke
right.
shop is a porn store.
I wasn't the one who sentenced you, so I can't tell you why the judge put that in place. All I can tell you is the judge did put it in place, and you've not been doing it.
Because, Your Honor, she will violate me. I admit I smoke marijuana for my autism. It is the only medication I am on, and I told her this. And
So what doctor prescribed marijuana for autism?
it's not prescribed, it's recreational. It's the only thing that helps.
How do you know that?
Because I've been on multiple medications, Your Honor. I have been on almost every ADHD medication that is known to man. I was a guinea pig for a very long time. When I take 2 hits, I can finally feel normal. I can function.
Now you can feel stoned is what you can feel.
Your Honor, it's not like that. It's recreational for me. I don't do it all the time.
Do you understand what recreational means?
It's because I don't have a medical card. That's why it's recreational. If I had a medical card, it'd be medicine.
You're telling me you're using it for medicinal purposes, but you have no doctor that's prescribed it. I've never heard of marijuana being used for autism.
$275. It's $275 to go get a medical card. I don't have that kind of money. So I came down here to try to get everything done. So I actually had the money to go get the stuff that I needed to get done.
If you stop smoking marijuana, you'd have money to do your drug testing.
I'm not going to stop smoking. I'm sorry. That is my medication. That is the only thing that helps me function. I have seizures. Not going to happen. I am not going to have a seizure because I had a withdrawal from marijuana.
Seizures is a medical problem. What is your doctor prescribing for your seizures?
I'm on gabapentin for them. It's a nerve blocker.
So how does the marijuana stop you from having seizures?
Because it is a proven fact that marijuana and CBD oil, when given at a direct time for a seizure, it can stop it instantly. They give CBD oil to
and how do you know that? How do you know that?
Because it's happened. Because it's happened, Your Honor. I've witnessed it myself.
Your Honor, with her attitude in court, I'd be willing to change my recommendation to 10 days jail and discharge her.
Why? I don't have an attitude. I'm down here working. I have a job. I have to go to work tomorrow.
You don't have an attitude?
I can't lose my job or I lose my son.
Oh, man.
What attitude do I have, Your Honor?
You just told me that you weren't going to do something when I asked you if it was medically done or not. You said the only thing
it's medically necessary.
Miss Crowe, just wait. You asked me why, and I tried to explain it, and you're talking over me. The only thing that you've cared about is your marijuana. The only thing that you got riled up. Miss Crowe, I'm still talking. You can't talk over me.
But I moved to get a
the only thing that you got fired.
Probation.
Ms. Crowe, stop talking.
Because you're making me look like a monster.
Ms. Crowe, stop talking. I will give you an opportunity to respond in a minute. The only thing that you got fired up about when we were talking was your marijuana.
No, it wasn't.
Do you want to know why the judge originally, on my view, why the judge originally said you had to be drug tested? Is because the only thing that you're fired up about in life is your marijuana.
No, it's not, Your Honor. That is a bull-faced lie.
I
came down here to get custody of my
based
child.
on your actions.
I came down here to get custody of my child, who I am fighting full custody for. That is what I'm fired up over.
So Ms. Crowe, do you want to do all of your probation requirements, or do you want to do 10 days in jail and be done?
I will do all my probation requirements. I'm not going to jail. I have a 6-year-old child that I will lose if I go to jail. I ain't losing my son for nobody.
This isn't
I fought
about
way too hard for 6 years for that boy. I'm not losing him for nobody.
Good, then give up your marijuana and do what you're supposed to do.
There's no, where can she at least send me a list of places to drug test down here? Because there's no place to drug test.
Should have thought about that before you moved down there. Yeah, she can.
Okay, so either move or live in a tent and be homeless.
Ms. Hill can assist you. If she can find some drug testing places down there, she'll send you a list. I'm going to adjourn this. I'm going to adjourn today's hearing for 3 months. You will follow all, Ms. Crowe, be quiet while I'm talking. You will follow all of the probation requirements in the next 3 months, or you will do 10 days in jail. Okay? So I'm going to adjourn today. I'm going to adjourn today's hearing. You got 3 months to show me what you can do. Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. No, sir, actually, I don't.
You know what you need to do.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Hill will try to find a list of places where you can drug test. You must do every drug test, every community service work, everything, or we're going to have a problem. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Talk to you in 3 months.
Okay, thank you.